Hey everyone, Justin Kaiser here. Welcome back to the Next Step Empire series. Today, we're going to get practical. I'm going to show you how to pick the right franchise for you. So, we're going to go over what to look for and also what to avoid. And I'm going to break it down with three key criteria inspired by Bob Proctor's life changing teachings. Now, these are the same principles that have guided my 24-year journey from a small town kid in Nebraska to scaling solar grids to 100 plus franchise territories in just 3 years. We're talking about one, aligning with your vision, two, shifting your paradigm to match the franchise's potential, and three, taking decisive action with faith. You see, I've made mistakes, big mistakes. I've chased bad deals and I've lost big, but I've also built an empire. And I'm here to show you how to avoid my pitfalls so you can choose a franchise that sets you up for success. Your empire starts right now. And with the right choice, we're going to make it happen together. So hit subscribe, book a call if you're ready. My link's below. Here we go. I've been where you are. 24 years ago, I'm 18, and I picked up a little yellow card in a small Nebraska town. Now, not knowing what's next, I called the number on it anyway, and I've been my boss ever since. So I went from flipping houses in Arizona to structuring $200 million in solar tax equity deals to launching solar grids in 2020 and scaling it to 100 plus franchise territories in less than 3 years before merger and IPO in year four. I've pushed through blocks and now I'm here to help you take your next step. So that means choosing the right franchise to build your empire. Now, if you're new, watch day one for my full story. I'm going to link it below. If I can do it, you can do it too. So, real talk here. I picked the wrong business and the wrong business partners before. And doing that can set you back for years. I've been there. In 2014, I jumped into a credit restoration and business funding company. Private equity sharks swooped right in and manipulated me right out of my own company. And I walked away with nothing. Now, that was a hard lesson. But when I started Solar Grids, I did it differently. I built a franchise model with intention. I learned what makes franchises work. In day three, I showed you why franchises are the fastest way to own your future. Proven systems, support, and faster profits make it possible. And now I'm going to show you how to pick the right one using Bob Proctor's wisdom. Now, in case you don't know who Bob Proctor was, he was a legendary motivational speaker and success coach. He was best known for his work on the law of attraction and mindset shifts. He taught millions how to achieve their dreams through books like You Were Born Rich and also his role in the legendary documentary The Secret. Come on, tell me you know what The Secret is. That's like the first one ever produced. He said, "You don't get what you want, you get what you are." You see, it's all about your vision, your mindset, and your actions. I've scaled solar grids to 100 plus franchise territories in 3 years, condensed it down to 49 solid ones, and then did a merger and IPO. I know what works and what doesn't. So let's break it down with three key things to look for and what to avoid, Bob Proctor style. First, you have to align with your vision. The franchise has to match your big picture. Bob Proctor always said, you've got to have a clear vision of what you want. See it in your mind first. You see, when I started Solar Grids, my vision was clear. Build a business that scales fast, but also helps others achieve financial freedom and leaves a legacy. You see, that vision drove every decision I made. I picked solar because it's a growing industry. It's huge. And I was already in the industry on the investment side. So I knew I could make an impact. You see, a franchise has to fit your vision, not someone else's. So, what's your big picture? Is it financial freedom in 5 years? Is it working 20 hours a week while your business runs itself? Or is it building something you can hand down to your kids, right? Something that's willable, because franchises give you the ability to do that. Regardless, the franchise that you pick has to get you there. Now, when I was flipping houses in Arizona, yeah, I made good money. But my vision back then was make big money, but it wasn't a big enough vision. When the '07 crash hit, I had no deeper purpose to keep me grounded, and I lost it all. What you want to do is avoid franchises that don't fit the vision for you. So that means getting crystal clear on your vision first. Sit down, close your eyes, and picture what you want. Picture your life in 5 years. Where are you? What's your day like? Write it down in detail. For example, I'm making 100 grand a month, working 20 hours a week, traveling with my family. Then find a franchise that matches that picture. If it doesn't fit, don't force it. No matter how good the deal looks, Proctor said your vision has to pull you forward. So make sure your franchise is part of that pull. Second, shift your paradigm to match your franchise's potential. Change your mindset. Bob taught that your paradigm, the way that you think, controls your results. He said if you want to change your life, you've got to change your paradigm. You see, a good franchise has big potential, but you've also got to shift your mindset to see it and believe it. Now, when I launched Solar Grids, I had to change my paradigm. I'd been burned before. Private equity sharks in 2016, the real estate crash in '07. My old paradigm was, I'll figure it out on my own. But that kept me stuck. So you see, with Solar Grids, I studied the numbers. Franchises have a 90% success rate after 5 years compared to just 15% for independent startups. I shifted my mindset to this system works. I just have to work the system. So that's how we scaled to 100 plus franchise territories in 3 years, because we believed in the potential. You need to pick a franchise with big potential. Look for one with a history of success. Now, if it's just starting out in franchising, make sure it's got solid revenue numbers. But more importantly, you've got to shift your paradigm to match it. So you want to avoid franchises where you can't see that potential or where you can't change your mindset to believe in it. You see, I made that mistake in a tech company I started one time. I never fully believed that I could be the expert because my paradigm was I'm not a tech guy. So I didn't think that that was for me long term. So for you, that means doing your homework. Ask for their franchise disclosure document, the FDD for short. Talk to existing franchisees. See how much money they're making and ask them how the support and the training has been for them. But also work on your mindset every day. You've got to tell yourself, and in this case, tell yourself this franchise can get me to my vision. I'm all in. Write it down. Write it down on an index card and read that every single day. Say it out loud. Feel it. Proctor said that your paradigm shapes your reality. So make sure it's one of success and pick a franchise that fits that new mindset. Number 3, take consistent and decisive action with faith. You have to act as if it's already yours. Bob always said, act as if you already have it. Faith turns your vision into reality. So when you find the right franchise, you've got to move with confidence, believing that it's already a done deal. When I started Solar Grids, I acted with faith. I didn't just hope it would work, I knew it would work. I built a support system for our franchisees because we believed in their success. One of our early franchisees came to us from kitchen remodeling, no solar experience. And when he was struggling to close deals, we got on a Zoom call with him, walked him through our sales script, role played objections, and told him, you've got this. It's already done. We acted as if his success was already guaranteed. And guess what? 2 weeks later, he closed his first deal. He called me after that and he said, Justin, your belief made me believe. You see, that's the kind of faith that you need. Look for a franchise that gives you the confidence to act, but also has a strong support system, clear training, and a community to lean on. Look for that entire ecosystem. Also, avoid franchises that make you feel uncertain or leave you on your own. I made that mistake in 2014 with my credit restoration company. The private equity partners promised to do it all. They were going to bring me a Fortune 500 level C-suite management team, raise $1.5 million, bring us billion-dollar clients, turn us into a $700 million to $1 billion company. So how much of that did they actually do? Almost nothing. The company's in the same position today as it was when I walked away in 2016. I'll never forget what one of them said to me when I sat down with them and I told them I could no longer wait for this to happen. He said, "Justin, you're the heart of the company. You can't leave." I said, "I can't afford to stay." And I walked away. So pick a franchise that makes you feel this is it. Ask them, do they offer at least a week of training? Do they have a mentor or a project manager that you can call? Is there a community of franchisees? If the answer is yes, then act with faith. Sign the franchise agreement, make the investment, and move like it's already yours. You see, Proctor said faith is acting on your vision. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The timing will never be right, as Napoleon Hill once famously said. Take one decisive step today, and the rest will just naturally follow. That's how you pick the right franchise, Bob Proctor style. Align with your vision, shift your paradigm to match its potential, and take decisive action with faith. I've made mistakes. I've chased bad deals. I've lost big in real estate. I've got burnt by partners. But I've also built solar grids into a franchise empire with 100 plus franchise territories in 3 years. So I've learned what works, and I'm here to make sure that you don't fall into the same traps that I did. So pick the right franchise, and when you do, that means that you're not just buying a business, you're buying a path to freedom, cash, and ultimately your empire. So just want to say thanks for watching this. If you've enjoyed this, please hit the like button and share it with a friend. In this series, every video I make is your push. I'm here to let you know you can do this. If an 18-year-old small town Nebraska boy like me can do it, you can definitely do it. You see, I've been where you are, unsure, but ready to take that next step. Picking the right franchise is your next move, and I'm here to guide you. Next up, I'm going to show you how to fund your franchise without breaking the bank. This is a smart way to get started if you don't have a ton of cash. One call with me could help you find that perfect franchise. Click the link below, book it, no pressure, just real talk. I'll share what I've learned over the last 24 years of wins and losses so that you can choose wisely and hit the ground running strong. So hit the subscribe button. Let's keep the momentum going. I've been fearless for 24 years, and Bob Proctor taught me success starts with your vision, your mindset, and your actions. Franchises, I wholeheartedly believe, are your fastest path, but only if you pick the right one. This is your shot. Freedom, cash, your empire starts with the right franchise. In a franchise factory, we help you find the perfect franchise for you. So hit the subscribe button, drop a comment. What's your biggest worry about picking a franchise? The cost? The commitment? Not knowing where to start? Tell me. I'll read every single comment and reply to every single one. And if you're ready to move, book a call. My link's below. You're one step away from owning your future. And with my 24 years of business experience, I'd love to help you find that right franchise. So let's do this together, and I'll see you next time.